Hello class, I am going to show you how to properly format your citations for MLA. First, quick and easy, how to take this mess of citations that are partially properly formatted and to make them fully properly formatted. And if you want more detail about MLA citation and how to find sources, etc. through MLK in particular, you can continue to watch after this initial section. So first things first, here is a start of a Works Cited page where, at the very least, the order of citations and the internal citations themselves are properly formatted. But in order to have it proper MLA, there are a few things that need to be corrected. One, you need to have the proper hanging indentations, have it double spaced and in alphabetical order. I'm going to show you some quick shortcuts in order to accomplish that in Microsoft Word if your citations are looking like this. So first of all, if you want to then put these into alphabetical order, don't include the Works Cited portion of that because that is considered a paragraph and it will throw that in with your citations. So these are out of alphabetical order, and if you go up to here on the top left, you see, File, Home, and under Home, there's Clipboard, Font, and Paragraph. In this paragraph section, you will see here is this little thing, A, Z with a arrow down, and it says Sort. And so when you click that, it'll open this ascending text paragraphs. And when you click OK, it is now alphabetized your list, or sorted your Works Cited. Now, the next issue is that these citations aren't properly indented, and they don't have the proper space between lines. So go again under Paragraph, select Line Spacing 2.0, and then you can either right-click and select paragraph here in order to get in more information here, or you can click on this little arrow there to do that. And so for our citations themselves, we want the alignment to be left aligned. Okay, this is part 1, addendum, because if you want to be fully proper in MLA9, I missed something that should have been removed while doing the formatting and editing. That is, when you have a website, be it a DOI website or an article website that's from a news source, that kind of thing. Anytime that you have a website, you do not include the HTTPS : section into your Works Cited for MLA9, even if the places that you go to have it help build that citation for you will include it. Just make sure to erase that portion for having it fully properly formatted. So I'm going into these and I'm removing that part. Something that I would also like to show you is how to utilize the DOI 10 instead of this .org version as one way to represent DOI in proper format inside of your Works Cited page. And so to find that, I'm going to use this one because it already is formatted in a way that I can recognize as easily the DOI 10. The different notations, 9, 10, help indicate what kind of source it is, where the source is coming from, print or online article. But what I just showed you and talked over is that in the MLK search, you can insert a DOI and it will bring up that exact source from where you got it from into the options that you have, and you'll be able to find the source. And so, see here, why should I cite you? If I want to scroll down here, this shows the DOI. And now you just know how to do that properly, but I want to show you something that is kind of neat, is that you can take the DOI here. Here's a version in DOI 10. And then if you go into your browser, you can just type that, and it will show you different places that you might have access to it. Mind you, because in this version you're not logged into your student library access, you might not have access to the full article, so do go through the MLK library logged in order to be able to find things that you can use all of it for. It's just to showcase that you can find an article again by using the DOI, and here's a website version. This is one of the examples that DOI not found. I must have accidentally forgot to remove the period, but here, okay, one final set of corrections for the proper MLA9 format. So here, because the DOI is the last link as well as being a DOI, in this instance it is not going to be part of the container. Instead we're going to put a period at the end of this section container, and in MLA9 you no longer need to have the word access before date accessed, so we're going to erase that, and I'm going to make those adjustments onto these sections here. Now in this area there is a comma instead of a period because rather than being a link, this is the DOI 10 information. And finally down here, this is already formatted correctly with the period because that is the end of the largest and final container, the DOI link here, and the date without the accessed part for that. So now this Works Cited is the proper MLA format for MLA9.